It's Bigfoot Collectors Club with Bryce, Michael, and Riley. I know a story of high strangeness or two. Let's do this.
Well, howdy, apple seeds. Welcome to Apple Core Accumulators Crew, the show where we talk to lazy guests about their personal pear history and swap stories of pie sweetness. I'm your host, Applesauce. With me always is this feller,
Bryce Johnson.
and this other feller.
Riley Bray.
Woohoo!
Applesauce,
Well,
what do you
I'm
think you're
just
doing?
hosting this here living crick. Hope you brought some good pear stories to swap, or if you don't have any history with pears, any old fruit will do, except for persimmons. I just can't stand me no persimmons.
Wait, hold on. Did you say living crick applesauce?
I was told this show was some kind of crick that lives.
This fucking guy. All right, I think he's trying to say creek. Applesauce, are you trying to say creek?
Yeah, crick. Did I stutter?
Wait. You mean live stream, right?
Maybe.
Applesauce, all right, that enough. We're trying to do a live show. Get out of here, man. Skip.
Oh, come on, can I just sit and watch? I promise to be as sweet and silent as a freshly picked Honeycrisp.
No, get out of here.
Oh, okay. So long, Crustateers. Applesauce will return. Ooh.
God, I hope not.
Who
Hey,
what is,
everybody.
who is that guy?
I don't know. Hopefully we can get Michael back. In the meantime, switch to my spooky cave mic. How about that, huh?
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Riley, I don't know what the hell Applesauce is thinking, or Michael, to be honest. Why don't we kick this thing off right? How about you do a little song for us or something like that?
Let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm seeing you guys in the chat, so say hello. This is a Bob Dylan song. Just seems appropriate these days with everything going on in the world. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a wife does sail before she sleeps in the sand? That one's for Applesauce.
Oh, man. Come on. You know you love applesauce.
No.
Give it up for Riley Bray, everybody. Well done, Riley. Now, I feel like Riley likes applesauce. Bryce, we know where you stand.
I mean, I got a soft spot for the old guy. Hold on, let me turn off my cave mics. Hold on.
Well, don't worry about it. I got a broom, Bryce, and I shoot him out of here, so he won't be coming back.
Good.
Oh,
No more sauce.
Hi, Club Scouts. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this Clubhouse Livestream edition of Bigfoot Collectors Club, the show where we talk to amazing guests about their personal paranormal history and share stories of high strangeness. I, of course, am your host, Michael McMillan. With me always is your other host.
Hey, Bryce Johnson here.
And our super producer,
Riley Bray. Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. This is like, we're trying to make this type of live stream show be the time when you guys can come into the virtual clubhouse with us, hang out with us, do the show with us, flubs and all, no editing. We're so happy that you're here. We have such a great night planned. We have an amazing guest, some high strangeness, a game or two, and Riley's going to be, you mentioned it, buddy. Riley's going to be checking in on the Commenters Club. If you're a patron, you might be familiar with that term throughout the show. So make sure to post some comments. In fact, Riley, why don't you tell us what people are saying right now?
The chat is lighting up. I mean,
nice.
Thank you for all the love on the Dylan song. It definitely was a tonal shift from Applesauce, but you know, it's in the same world. He's a folky guy.
Yeah.
Lyric under the show says there are two kinds of people in this world: people who like applesauce and people who don't like applesauce. In the fans.
Oh my gosh!
Scottish requests more applesauce and Riley, so that's good. And this is a little paranormal here. Kat says, anytime I hear Bob Dylan, I take it as a message from my dad who passed in 2020. I never actively put it on, but it just plays randomly, like now. So that was cool.
Man.
A conduit for you there.
There you go. Someone just posted Riley is in my dream rotation. That must be some Gen Z stuff. Although it's his mom's favorite band, so maybe this is a mom who loves Riley.
I want to be in your dream rotation, Riley. That's great.
Hey, check it out. Only a few minutes in, and Applesauce and Riley already made the ticket. Well worth it, and then some. There you go. That's all I need to know for the rest of the show.
That's what we're here to do.
Well, okay. So we'll also be doing a Q&A session at the end of the show. So if you have questions, save them for the end, and that includes questions for our guest. And also after the show, we will be doing meet and greet sessions. So if you'd like some one-on-one FaceTime with us or applesauce, honestly, we should probably do an applesauce ticket. I think you can still pick those VIP passes up on popsylounge.com. Producer Mike G, let me know if that's bad intel or not. But I think there's still some slots open if you want to hang out with us after the show. But we'll find out. If you want, I think before we bring in our guests, guys, do you want to should we do this reveal that we have for everybody?
Oh,
yes.
I'm very glad.
All right. We have a very kick-ass reveal for you tonight. You guys asked, we answered on a couple different levels. Why don't you guys take a look at our brand new official Bigfoot Collectors Club t-shirt based on our podcast cover art by Ryan Smallman.
Bam!
It's so good. It's so good.
Bam!
Yes. Obviously, this is like a no-brainer. This shirt was gonna happen. It just we had to make a few things. We had to jump through a few hoops before it did, but here it is.
Yeah. And then and another point to this, as per your request, we also have a ladies cut on this exciting kick-ass tee. So don't feel like you're swimming in your boyfriend's shirt, although that can be pretty sexy too. Get whatever kind you want. We got you covered.
Yep, that's right. And we're so happy that we could get those ladies cuts for the women out there. That was a request that we had. So we're thrilled about that. Also, just for you guys watching this show right now, if you're watching the live stream, this shirt is up for pre-sale right now on store.bigfootcollectorsclub.com. And if you're watching the show right now, use the promo code. It's exclusive BCC25, and you will get 25% off until midnight Pacific time tonight. Yeah. So there you go. It's a little. Let me tell you, they did not want us to do it. No, they didn't. They didn't want us to do it, but we did it.
You're gonna want to jump on that. This is a one-time thing.
Yeah. So it's happening. We got an email saying that's not a great idea, but we said it's too bad. We're doing it. So there you go. All right.
Deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's bring in our guest, shall we? She's a very special guest. You know her from the podcasts A Funny Feeling, L is for Losers, and 90 Day Bay. Club Scouts of all timelines, please welcome our sister from another mister, Marcy Jarreau.
Yay! Woo!
Well, hello.
What's up, Marcy?
We also have another special guest. This is Mama.
Oh man, Mama's beautiful.
Let's see the comments for Mama. Commenters Club, go. We want your cats. We want cat comments. Let's do this.
That's great.
Marcy, so happy to see you. We went to Disneyland recently together. Yeah.
We did on the rainiest, coldest day that LA has had to date, possibly.
Yeah.
So it was
But
yeah,
it was we
great.
had a good time.
What's Disney like in
was
the
fun.
rain? That can't be fun. It's like one big splash mountain.
It's no longer the happiest place on earth, but it's a place that you're glad to be there, but it's it was rough.
There was,
It was fun.
let's say all the indoor rides were welcome. Doing the indoor rides were the best part. And then we went to California Adventure and like half the rides were closed, which was a big bummer.
Yeah.
But we spent some good time in the Carthay Circle Lounge, which I should not blow up because already there's too much of a wait list there. But guys, Carthay Circle Lounge at DC is the spot to go.
Did I have a double pear
All right.
martini? It was great.
Oh, wait a minute. Pear martini. Did I hear applesauce coming back in the room?
No,
Please
Michael.
God, no.
No.
That sounds like a martini that's appropriate for me. Doesn't work without the beard.
No.
Marcy, how are you? I'm going to ask you a question that you ask Betsy every week on A Funny Feeling. Have you had anything spooky happen recently?
Have I had anything spooky happen recently? So far, other than the full moon this week, was very intense.
Yes.
Mess with a lot of people's sleep.
Yeah.
Now, Marcy, do you charge any of your crystals on a full moon, or do you do anything like that?
I've kind of put my crystals on hold for right now.
Oh shit! Crystals are on blast right now.
Just right now, for me, I'm not like. I mean, I'll use them. I'm kind of doing more like intention work and stuff like that, and believing I am my own crystal.
Yeah. You are your own crystal. I had a great buddy. Speaking of cool full moon stuff, I think we're kind of, I could say this, we're all kind of interested or into tarot a little bit. But he gave me a great idea.
Can you say that? I don't know if you can, but you did.
But I did. But he gave me a great idea for a full moon, and I used it, and I'm gonna share it out to you guys too. So the next time there's a full moon, grab your tarot deck and just sort of shuffle through it. And as you're shuffling through it, you want to start thinking about your intention for the year. And you don't want to get specific. You just want to, like, let's say if you want to relieve some financial stress, you might want to feel what that feels like. Or if you're looking for maybe someone special to come into your life, you want to feel what that feels like. So nothing specific, just general feelings. And as you do that, when you feel ready, you cut the deck, okay? And then you're going to take out the top 12 tarot cards and lay them out. And these will represent your entire year of all the new moons throughout the year. So there's 12 new moons in a year, and those top 12 cards will represent the months of the new moon. So you can kind of like chart out one card at a time for each month that you're going through. And I did it last new moon, and I really enjoyed the process. So that's something you can do with full moons and tarot.
Nice.
Cool.
Marcy, are you a big tarot person? Do you fuck around with tarot?
I'll fuck around with some tarot.
I fuck around.
I have friends who do tarot, and I love getting readings from them. And I every now and then I have my own deck that I'll just sometimes I'll just get some clarification on stuff. What's great about tarot is that no matter what you believe, it definitely makes you think about what you want in a situation. Because like if it's not real, then you're kind of putting your own ideas into like what this means for you, and it's probably like an insight to what your old psyche's up to.
Most definitely.
It's sort of a subconscious exercise, if nothing else. Like, ooh, I asked a question, there's a picture now. What does this picture mean to me, and how does that apply? I think it is a tool for you to like self-reflect a little bit.
Yeah.
Certainly opens the gateway. Yeah.
You sent me a photo recently. I want our audience to chime in on this. yeah. Okay. So here's the photo. Marcy, tell us what's going on in this picture. Where were you? What's happening? And why was this photo special?
Okay, I got these great big juicy tits first and foremost.
Great. Love it.
That's what I'm
start.
looking at.
A few weeks ago, I went to visit a friend who was in town visiting a relative in Palm Springs. So this is the Parker in Palm Springs. You may know it famously was in Mrs. Doubtfire, drive-by fruiting.
Oh.
Out by the pool.
Did somebody say fruit?
Michael, you got to stop that.
Wait, that wasn't me.
You gotta stop that.
It's gotta stop.
So we took a picture by the fire. Obviously, I'm laying by it. You can't really tell that I'm laying, and then we noticed these little. They look like little figures that are sitting right in front of me. And we texted it to our group. We have a all-girl improv group from like 2006. And there's 7 of us there. And in this moment, there's 7 of us in the group. Here at the Parker, there's 4 of us there. And then it looks like 3 little like figures in front of me. And one of them made a joke. You should how do they say it? Not manifest, but like you should summon us there. Yeah, you should summon us there. And I was like, I think I might have. Although people are saying it's just the way the iPhone reflects the light from the fire. I still think it's 3 little fairies, my little fairy friends.
I mean, you show this photo to me, Marcy. I am one of those people that said it might be an fire reflection within the lens. However, I will say this, maybe it's because the light from the fire is blown out. It doesn't quite match. But honestly, when you said 3 figures, I looked at the fire and it almost looks like there's a flame. Like the one on the far left looks like that cool James Dean pose. You know what I mean? It almost looks like there's figures in the fire. It
looks like a little fire nativity scene.
Yeah, it does.
And I think if you look all the way to the far right, I believe it looks like a little the rabbit vibrator.
I see it. I do see it.
Left
Yeah. So the audience is in agreement that we Kat says that they're titty angels. Someone else says that they're bitty angels. Lyric actually says they're ghost farts, and those are ghost stink waves. So there's some consensus.
Titty angels were who I prayed to exclusively between the ages of 13 and 15.
Guys, that's going down as a BJ and the Shadow Bats song. Titty angels. I'm putting that down right now. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, fairy or not fairy, fire elemental or reflection, I don't know, but it's a fun picture. And like a tarot card, can kind of like, make you think about where you are in the moment.
Yeah. And dancing. They're dancing. That's what's cool about them. They're all dancing.
Yeah. They're dancing like nobody's watching, Marcy.
Well, you look great, and so do those fairies. So that's cool.
All right. Well, I think we should move this right along. Speaking of things caught on camera, I believe it's time for a little segment that we like to call, let's see that title card.
Ooh, Bryce's Secret Stash. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right. So I got a couple videos here for you guys that I've plumbed the internet to look for some cool paranormal activity caught on camera. And I think I got some good ones here for you. Producer Mike, well, before you start this next one, let me set this one up a little bit. I've shown you some cryptids and some ghosts and even some good UFOs, but I've never really shown you poltergeist activity. And this shit always kind of freaks me out. And now, as we've discovered on this podcast, poltergeist activity isn't just exclusive to hauntings. It also sometimes follows UFO and alien encounters. So anyway, I'd like you to take a look at this video and tell me what you guys think. Producer Mike, why don't you roll that clip, man? We got a secret stash here for you.
Number
He's gotta
2.
put on his stash.
Another YouTuber posted the footage of the camera he placed on his kitchen table when he wasn't home. This one needs no description. Just watch and be the judge yourself.
No. What the fuck?
I mean, I feel like this is a kitchen you don't want to be in.
Oh no.
Whoa.
No. Oh, I hate it.
I'm gonna say too much stuff has happened.
It's crossed the line. Okay.
Well, it's got to be a lot, right?
Okay,
Otherwise,
how
it's
do you
just like-
shoot plates out?
Okay, this is too much.
How do you do that?
This is insane.
I mean, that was dangerous. If you're in there, you could get.
It is if you put wacky sacks under this. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now-
if someone faked that, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Just
great
That is-
job.
That's
like
what I
either
was
way,
thinking.
like that's incredible.
I think I'm having like a realization that I believe that a man I was recently seeing definitely had a poltergeist that did that right before I came over.
Yeah, it was probably the poltergeist. Yeah.
That explains
Yeah.
a lot.
Was the poltergeist
That's
jealous
less scary.
that he was seeing you?
Yeah, I guess so. Just a lot of energy. You know, he was very excited. So
Does it almost give like that activity like personality though? It's not just like something that could like move around. It's like somebody going, goddamn fucking shit, fucking plate, shit, fuck you. Like, you know, it definitely is like an angry Patrick Swayze ghost in there, you know?
I mean, that is the great.
Dude, that is insane.
It is great if it is the. I mean, I guess we've seen TikTok dances that like take as much preparation as that would to fake. So it's not beyond the realm of like someone could figure out a way to do this, but it is. First of all, Marcy, it is a lot. Like that's too much. And it seems that like they got real lucky with setting
Number
up.
2.
Yeah.
Let's look at this again.
Yeah.
Hold on. It just seems they're real, like it's very quiet, and then the whole
Another
kitchen
YouTuber posted the
explodes.
footage of the camera he placed. when he
Yeah,
was-
it's
This
definitely a
one
lot
needs
of
no
activity.
description. Just watch and be the
I
judge.
think we're
yourself.
experiencing a little glitch here with the. Look at this.
No, this is insane.
It's too
I mean, I
much.
guess you
It's
can
too,
like.
it's too much. Do less, Ghost.
I also am like curious if like the easiest thing I think for a ghost to move would be those curtains, and I'm not sure that I see those curtains move at all.
Right.
I'm surprised that like they didn't go to the lengths where like there's like a hose spraying in the kitchen and like the cat is hanging on to the hose and looking around confused.
I mean, I guess there could be like people like doing this and air shooters and all that stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I love when the placemats on the table all go at once, you know.
The place.
The
That's a
plates
nice
are great.
moment,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Okay,
The
there's
chair
certain-
really gets me
yeah,
too.
but it's just
That's-
the thing,
yeah.
but someone could be just off camera
Yeah.
and bop a chair. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah. But
what
you
are
know,
what are they saying in the comments? Sorry, Bryce.
What the
yeah,
pe-
no, that's all right.
Oh, like hilarious. Somebody says, "What the fuck is this? A ghost orgy?" Somebody else
Yeah.
says, "There's just like 15
Two
ghosts
ghosts just
going ham
going
on the
at it.
kitchen."
Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
I like lyrics that says, "No, absolutely not okay." Nope, time to move out. Seems like that can't be real. Megan just says, "Fuck off."
Well,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. We know it happens.
I can't think of I would honestly rather wake up to a demon sitting on my chest than a ghost adding to the mess of my home.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You gonna
Oh my
pick that up
God,
now, Ghost?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got kids and I feel the same way. No more fucking messes. Don't make me throw some plates. Well, let's do another video I found. Now, what's okay? Let me ask you a question. Out of all sort of these listener stories and stuff that sort of freaks you out, what do you think we get the most of, and what's one of the most scary things?
things looking through the window, I would guess.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What about shadow people?
Well, in our L files, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were talking like video specific in terms of like what we see. Sorry. Yes,
Well,
shadow people. Shadow people come
I
up
was
all the time.
thinking, yeah, speaking of things at the end of your bed, that's where it's usually reported, these shadow entities in the corner of your bedroom or at the end of your bed. So I kind of was looking for a good shadow person video, and I think I might have found one. Let me know what you guys think. Producer Mike, roll that clip number 2.
Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y la tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda.
Now, this security guard is hearing noises
No sé
down
qué
in
está
the
pasando,
basement.
pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar.
He looks scared too. I believe him.
If you're a security
Yeah.
guard, if you're a nighttime security guard, you just gotta like brace yourself to go up against the paranormal on a semi-regular
Yeah.
basis.
Hundo P.
Totally. Yeah.
Just
I don't feel good in this space
no.
Nope.
at all.
Nope. What is the banging? Oh no, no.
Ocho de Lora.
This is like a Resident Evil game.
Nothing more.
Como mierda puede ser.
But now watch
que no haya
this.
nada hoy. Ya la tercera vez.
Oh, what was that?
Oh.
Take a seat.
Riley.
No.
I mean, that is a shadow entity. If I
Does it look
ever
like it's
saw
wearing a pointed cap?
Entro.
It looks like it's doing one of those little like cartoon signs, like.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not scared enough.
Well, he didn't
He's just
see
saying,
it.
I want to leave.
I don't
Get
think he
away.
saw it. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he sees the actual
Oh.
No.
man.
We
Whoa,
pay
we pay
cash.
We pay cash for shadow entities.
Maybe that's what the shadow people have been trying to tell us this whole time. They pay cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For gold.
Cash for gold, yeah.
Oh my god. I just
Bars
don't
for
like
kids.
I just don't like the idea of like going down the stairs to something and then like hearing a knock. It's like, no, thank you. Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah.
don't know.
Kat says it's doing the going down the escalator bit. It was.
Yeah. Very good. Where
Yeah.
are the shadow people with this sense of humor? I mean, honestly, if you're a shadow person, you have the most opportunity for shadow puppetry, and you feel like you would take advantage of that. Like do like
Right.
a real shtick
Mhm.
with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
What about the
Oh.
guys who make the clouds?
Yeah.
Oh, now wait a minute. Do you mean you mean Jesus or the spontaneous simulation clouds that pop into place that we've
Yeah,
heard
the
about?
simulation clouds that are in shapes and stuff, you know,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
over the
cloud-
flat Earth.
Yeah.
Right.
God.
Wait, chemtrails? No,
Yeah.
Well, could be.
My
I mean-
daughter's asking for more TikTok time on my phone. This is unbelievable. I'm doing a live show. God.
Once
Like-
again, can we send a welfare check over to the Johnson household to check on Bryce, not the kids, to check on Bryce?
More
Daddy
TikTok
has to do
yeah, yeah.
time.
live
Yeah, approve
strangeness.
all day. Stay out.
Well, that's good stuff, Bryce. That poltergeist, that was wild. That was
Yeah,
truly
that was
wild.
pretty crazy, man. I don't know.
Good
truly
stuff.
wild.
All right, well, I think it's time to play a game that we play every episode. And Marcy, I think you're in the 5 or 6 timers club now from the show. So this is like,
Oh,
you've
wow.
definitely played this game many times. So I thought, why don't we bring in somebody new? Maybe somebody from the audience could join us.
Yeah.
Mike G, can you grab anybody from the audience to come in right now for this next segment?
Sure. All right. We have one of our audience members coming in right now,
Oh,
y'all.
wow.
Here he comes.
Hello, Derek, I can't read.
Oh,
Is that-
my God. Is that Derek Cole?
Derek!
Derek!
Hey, Derek Cole.
Hey guys, whoa.
What's up,
How are
dude?
you, man?
Derek, if you guys watching or
This is
listening,
awesome.
don't know, Derek is a fantastic artist. He did a T-shirt for us in the past. He's awesome. Friend of the show. So great
You're
to have you on the show, Derek.
That's good. I'm really enjoying myself tonight so far. Having a good time.
Good thing
It's
you
nice
had
to
clothes
put a-
on while you were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. Check out. I got it's Bigfoot swag.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so-
nice.
oh. I was
Nice.
appreciating the sweater without even the Bigfoot, but now you
I
took
know,
it up
yeah.
another level. Holy
Uh-huh.
cow.
My inner Tenny. He had the cardigan on last time he was on. So.
Dude, that is great. Well, it's nice to put a face to the name, man, and
Yeah.
great to like live stream meet you.
Derek,
Yeah.
for those of you who've been longtime fans, did our Clubhouse T-shirt with Bigfoot reading a book called Finding Yourself that had a bunch of fun Easter eggs in it. A once and future T-shirt, by the way.
Okay.
That is
I thought it could be a collector's item for now. Just.
currently it's a collector's item. It's
Absolutely.
in the vault, but there will be a chance, I believe, in the future to get that one again. We love it too much. All right, Derek. How long have you been listening to the show?
I started listening in the early pandemic.
Oh, great.
Yeah, just
Wow.
looking for that escape, right? You guys did a really good job.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Your catalog front to back and then back again. So
Love it.
Love that.
Love it. I love it so much. So you are well familiar with this game that we want to play with you. We're
Yes,
going to go
sir,
down
I
a
am.
list of phenomena. And if you're open to it, you're going to say believe it. If you're not open to it, you're going to say bullshit. This is a game we call bullshit. I forgot that was my part.
It's like you started that. You know that, right?
Yeah. Bullshit.
Or believe it.
My bad. You know what? Maybe this is a sign, Marcy, since you are essentially an honorary host, why don't you go down this list and read them off to Derek and see what
Oh, that'd be great.
Now,
Okay.
you gotta be a hard-
Marcy too. I love your podcast, Marcy. So
Oh,
You and
thank
Betsy are so
you.
funny.
Thank you so
now you
much.
gotta be a hard ass. You can say bullshit or believe it. If he tries to do something in between, you gotta stick to the rules and you gotta remind him that he only has two options, okay?
Okay.
Right.
All right, you guys, are we ready? Okay. Ghost.
believe it.
Bigfoot.
Believe it.
Okay, better. You're wearing a sweater. UFOs.
Believe it.
Mothman.
Believe it.
Oh, you didn't sound certain. Curses.
Believe it.
Possessed dolls.
Bullshit.
Oh, the Bermuda Triangle.
Bullshit.
Hollow Earth.
Bullshit.
There are alien constructs on the moon.
Believe it.
Okay. Psychic visions.
Believe it.
Dreams are really other realities, and when you fall asleep, you visit them.
Believe it.
Okay. Time travel.
Believe it.
Bending spoons with your mind.
Bullshit, Bryce.
I called out.
Entities from other dimensions visit our world.
Believe it.
Pet sea spirits.
Believe it.
Tarot cards.
Bullshit.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Bullshit.
The government is hiding the truth about Roswell.
Believe it.
Mhm.
We are living in a simulation. Huh?
Believe it. Believe it.
Oh no!
Okay.
God, no. A few more. You could outsmart a werewolf.
Believe it.
Okay, all right. Planet Earth is a sentient macroorganism.
Bullshit.
The universe is looking out for you.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it depends
Aw.
on the day, doesn't it?
Wow,
And then-
great job, both of you.
Thank you. This is an honor.
Wait, what is this last
Wait,
one? Is there one
there's
last
one more.
Michael?
Oh,
Oh,
there's
there
there's
is.
one more. Oh yeah, that's
Finally,
right.
In our original timeline, the famous Bear family's last name was spelled Berenstein, not Berenstain.
I'm a Berensteiner.
Yeah,
Ah.
me too.
Yeah. I gotta
Alright.
say, a more convincing one is the Fruit of the Loom logo, if you want to talk about Mandela effects.
Let's go.
No,
Yeah,
I
what-
don't know
The
the
Fruit
fruit
of
of
the
the
Loom
loom.
logo has a cornucopia in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It does not, and it never has.
I
That's
believe
not
that
true.
to be true.
Isn't that weird?
Whoa.
Most people
Yeah,
picture cornucopia.
I picture it with it for sure.
Yeah,
That is wild.
yeah, never existed.
And what's
Whoa.
crazy is I would never care to put a cornucopia in any of my imaginations.
Especially on like men's underwear. It's a cornucopia of fun down there.
It just keeps giving.
All kinds of smells.
If you were to put a cornucopia in your underwear, it feels like you're just crapping your pants. Like the cornucopia
God.
is your butthole, and the fruit is everything that you're shitting in your pants right now.
Oh, God.
It's also called a horn of plenty, so that works for underwear
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Hey, are you guys seeing my light? It keeps flicking, sort of dimming, like my haunted bedside night lamp. It keeps going sort of down and then up again. It's pretty fucking strange right now.
It's just somebody
anyway.
tuning in, man. It's one of the
Yeah,
ghosts.
it's so weird, man. This show.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
there
a
it
lot
goes.
of
There it is.
Oh,
Right?
whoa. All right,
Look,
Bryce's
oh.
flickering
See that?
light. Believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce's
Derek?
fucking haunted flickering light. Believe
Yeah.
it.
Derek, is there anything on that list that you would like to back up or elaborate on before we say goodbye?
Oh, well, I mean, this all comes with the asterisk, you know. We'd like to believe these things, not so much it's a hard belief, but you know, I like all of it. It's just fun to think about and fun to talk about and fun to listen about.
Great. We love it. Well, where can people
Bryce,
find your work and your art?
You can see me. I think my handle there is Derek Cool Draws. You can see that on Instagram. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not putting out a whole lot of art right now. I'm kind of busy. My wife is 7 months pregnant.
Oh,
amazing.
Little Bigfoot on the way.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about naming him Applesauce.
Derek, get the fuck out of here.
Please. Oh my God. You're the
Oh, my
greatest listener of
God.
all time if that happens.
Oh,
Do not do it. Do not do it.
Legend
I warn
status,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
I love
middle
it.
name.
I love it. Thank you, Derek. Derek, so much. Derek Cole,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Thank
This
you
is
for
a lot of
joining
fun.
us.
Oh,
Amazing.
right on, Derek.
Bye-bye. Oh, man. Little baby
Man,
applesauce.
awesome.
a lot of love for Derek's sweater in the comments. Also, a lot of love for his T-shirt design. It seems like a lot of people had that one.
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out that during Bullshit or Believe It, the people at home changed it to Smash or Pass, and so they were playing Smash or Pass along with you guys.
Nice.
And it was a lot of Smash, I got to say. So we have a horned up paranormal audience here.
We gotta really.
Oh, that's great.
Although I hear like Gen Z doesn't really hook up, like that's not their thing.
Who's
but
telling you this? Who told you?
I've been hearing this. The Gen Z doesn't fuck, so I don't know. But it sounds like tonight.
Look, I think they're sexting a lot. They're just doing a lot of phone fucking.
Phone fucking.
So
Sure.
Guys,
not
did
like
you
us
know
old
tonight?
people who used to hook up in the back seat of cars.
Yeah,
the Buick,
Man.
like an American.
Meatloaf style.
God. Meatloaf.
Did you know this show is gonna get so dirty?
No, I'm here.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
let's segue from Gen Z mutual masturbation straight into this week's story of high strangeness, which is all centered around a holy holiday. Hey,
What the fuck
everybody!
is that?
It's time for this week's story of highs. Bring that back, Mike G. Let everyone admire this. Little
Now,
high
would
strangeness.
Aw,
smash or pass this guy?
I would smash that little fucker.
Smash a hundo.
Oh, look!
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
look at
Fruit of the
that.
Loom.
Oh, whoa.
I don't think it was
cornucopia.
ever a cornucopia because cornucopias aren't fruit based; they're like corn based, right? It's Thanksgiving. There's like leaves
Corn
and
based.
corn in there.
I
It's a
don't-
fall
I don't-
thing. It's not a summer
Oh.
thing.
I thought
But I
you
don't think
said
it has anything to do with
product.
corn, actually. Yeah. It's just a
That's what I'm
similar
saying.
word.
Like when you would see it, it was like a Thanksgiving thing. So there'd always be like corn, corn in
We got
it,
corn
and
biscuits,
gourds.
corn
Okay,
potatoes, corn on the cob.
Guys, smash or pass corn in your cornucopia. It's called literally a cornucopia.
Dude, this live is going crazy.
Whoa, wild.
Bryce, ask it a question.
Yeah, actually,
real quick.
someone asked you to ask it a question, and someone else said it's your daughter summoning a demon
God.
from TikTok.
Oh, please.
I need more time. I need more time on TikTok.
Bryce.
Approve all day. Approve all day.
Bryce, ask it a question, like a yes or no question, like a yes is light flickers, no is
Look,
no.
we know not to. We don't engage with ghosts.
Yes. Thank you, Marcy. I am not engaging. Yes. No.
All right.
Go off if I should not engage. No.
All right, everybody,
Okay.
let's get down to it. It's
Good.
time for this week's story of highest strangeness. Now, one of the best parts of celebrating the holidays is that, like breakfast cereals, most of them come with their own mascot. Christmas has elves. St. Patrick's Day has leprechauns. Marcy, you did the episode that we did about leprechauns with us.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the 4th of July has drunken pontoon captains. With Easter just around the corner, I thought it was high time we got to the fluffy, cotton-tailed bottom of the holiday cryptid known as the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, I've always thought the Easter Bunny could use a little bit of a punch-up, right? Like Santa Claus has a very big world based around him. We get the whole story. So I feel like the Easter Bunny is a little more vague. Like, Marcy, what was the Easter Bunny like in your world growing up?
I always thought of it as like a real little bunny, but then one of my scariest experiences is actually surrounded around Easter Bunny.
Oh, really?
We hit a nerve.
It was like the night of before Easter, and I could hear someone in the house. And I already did not believe in Santa, so I was older. I was like 13 or 14. And I was like, oh my God, someone's in the house. This could be the Easter Bunny, but it could be someone in the house breaking in. And I think it was just my mom and sister putting out candy. But I was freaking my shit out.
Damn.
Whoa. I always thought the Easter Bunny was like a tall man. Like I thought he was. Yeah. I thought he was like anthropomorphic, like Bugs Bunny, but taller.
Ooh.
I do love those great old photos of like kids in like the old Easter bunnies from like the 50s and 60s.
Best.
Like it's like their drunk mechanic Uncle Jim, and like it's just like a creepy Easter bunny outfit, you know?
No.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's
Love a
Honey Bunny
terrifying
right
Easter
there.
Bunny.
Oh,
we
honey
got
bunny.
another cat, guys. Get the commenters club going. What do you think about this cat?
Oh,
Black cat. Ooh, cute.
She's
The internet
really
loves
afraid of me,
cats.
guys.
Honey's getting brave tonight.
Come be on our show, honey.
I won't distract you guys anymore. Keep going.
All right. So this is going to be the history of the Easter Bunny in an eggshell. Now, Santa Claus, as I said, I get it. He's based on St. Nicholas, so I understand his role in a Christian holiday. But what does a giant anthropomorphic bunny or a tiny realistic bunny have to do with the resurrection of Christ? Well, it turns out, and obviously, disclaimer, we're all Easter boys here, and an Easter girl is with us. So like, we understand this is just one Western holiday. I just want to say that, but it's what we grew up with, and I was scared of him. So I feel like this is my venue to unpack why there was an Easter Bunny to begin with. So it turns out that, like most holidays we celebrate in the Western world, a lot of Easter's iconography predates Christianity, and we get a lot of it from pagans. So first, the holiday itself is named after a West Germanic pagan spring goddess, Eostra or Ostara. Spring is associated with rebirth, and the centuries leading up to Christianity's spread into the Western world, Eostra was worshipped in the spring during Eostermonath, basically Easter month, a weeks-long celebration of feasts and revelry in her honor. By the 8th century, those traditions were replaced with honoring the resurrection of Christ, which is a rebirth. So, celebrating that in the springtime makes some solid symbolic sense. The etymology of the goddess's name can be traced back to the root meanings to shine brightly and east towards the dawn. So, there's also some direct connection there to the sunrise, which has a daily death and resurrection cycle. The sun sets or dies at night and then rises like Christ in the morning. So, death, resurrection, sunlight, spring goddesses, Jesus, all connected, right? Got it. But what about the bunnies? Well, there is some debate about whether or not the hair was actually associated with the goddess Eostra. That's been a long held belief, but it also looks like that had been retconned in the past century or two to kind of like tie all these narrative loose ends together. But some folklorists say that's true. The others say it's retconned. However, there was the hair was once believed to be hermaphroditic, which meant that ancient Christian cultures believed that it could get pregnant without losing its virginity. And therefore, for a time, the rabbit was symbolically linked with the Virgin Mary. Now, Marcy, I see you smiling over there. What are you thinking?
I was just thinking about some guy fucking a rabbit and being like, I didn't, it's a virgin. I didn't, but I don't, that was a big leap and it didn't make sense.
So subsequently, the connection between rabbits and Christianity can also be found in the 3 hairs motif, which we'll see here, which also, again, predates Christianity. This triangular symbol of 3 rabbits running around one another. And if you look, they all share the same 3 ears, which I think is really cool. They're all conjoined by the same ears. This is thought to be an ancient symbol associated with fertility because, rabbits like to fuck, and lunar cycles. And its roots are believed to come from East Asia, like ancient China and the Middle East. Now, this specific symbol that we're seeing here comes from, it's called the Window of 3 Hairs, and it's from, Paderborn Cathedral in Germany. So in medieval times, Christians associated the symbol with the Holy Trinity. The symbol probably, as I said, had its origins in ancient China and then found its way all the way over to Western Europe via travelers going back and forth on the Silk Road. So they saw this symbol and they brought it back to Western Europe, and then rabbits started to become associated with Christian holidays in medieval times. And then finally, we get to the Easter Bunny. There he is. No pants. He's not even Winnie Poohing it. He's just like going out in the stars.
True freedom.
Yeah. So the Easter Bunny, or the Easter hare, was created by German Lutherans for use in Eastertide traditions. And the first mention of the creature comes from a text about Easter egg decorating in 1682, but certainly the concept of the Easter hare predates that. Eggs, the Easter Bunny's chosen gift to children, although he's also known for bringing chocolate and toys and other candy, symbolize fertility as well as rebirth. And the phoenix, like for example, the phoenix egg was used as a symbol of rebirth as far back as the 1st century AD. Eggs became associated with Easter in medieval times because they were forbidden to eat during Lent. So Easter, which marks the end of that period, means, hey, we can eat eggs again. And that's why we have eggs at Easter. So the Easter Bunny, isn't that just kind of boring once you find that out? It was like eggs used to be exotic, and now they're not. You used to not eat them, and now you can.
I get it. You can't find them at Trader Joe's right now. They're on they're hard to get right now. And I want some ultimate breakfast,
There you go.
Yeah.
So the Easter Bunny arrived in the U.S. during the 18th century thanks to our Pennsylvanian German forefathers and foremothers who brought the tradition with them across the Atlantic. German immigrants told their children of the Easter house, the Easter hare, and kids would create nests for the Easter hare to literally lay his eggs in. That's right. The bunny was the one laying the eggs. And this tradition eventually expanded across the U.S. and those nests became baskets. Still debatable whether or not, based on your own personal mythology, whether the Easter bunny lays those eggs or not.
Like, how the fuck does that catch on virally like that? Like, we love that the bunny lays like in the nest. He lays eggs.
Honestly, I think it's because there was not a lot to do and you have to come up with ways to entertain kids. And so all these other immigrants are like, oh yeah, let's do that. Look at what the German Lutherans are doing.
Right.
I mean, would the egg laying somehow relate to believing that they could reproduce without sex?
I don't know about that. I think, yes, someone just mentioned that rabbits always remind them of Watership Down. That is a traumatizing animated movie for any child under 10. I don't recommend it. Never read the book. Don't care to. I think just it's the idea of like eventually the Easter Bunny became this magical creature that lays eggs that are a symbol of fertility and rebirth and all that stuff. Now, just because the Easter Bunny is thought to be fictional, it does not mean that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist. Just as we discovered with Santa, with our dear guest and Marcy's co-host Betsy Sidaro back in episode 50-something, there are folks out there who have claimed to see the Easter Bunny. And here are a couple of those accounts that I picked from Reddit. Marcy, why don't you read us one of these encounters?
Okay. This is called I Saw the Easter Bunny, posted by magpie_Potty 6 years ago. Okay. So this might sound really silly and all, but I thought I would write it here since this is a paranormal subreddit. So here goes. My family would always make Easter an awesome, fun gathering, even though we aren't Christian. My folks would ring a bell in the distance and say, "The Easter Bunny is here." And we would all go rushing out to find him. It was always good, innocent fun. It must have been I must have been about 10 or so when one time it was Easter. We were all sitting in the sunroom that looked out into the garden. We live on a massive property.
Okay.
I seem to be the only one looking.
Plenty of Easter Bunny nests. You know what I mean?
Our butler came in. I seem to be the only one looking out when suddenly I saw, I shit you not, the Easter Bunny. It was only the back and tail of the bunny I saw before he hopped behind a bush. He was huge and seemed to be a muddy gray-blue color. I was obviously pretty taken aback because no one had dressed up as the Easter Bunny or anything. I remember it clear as day. To add to the story, my mom also had an encounter with the Easter Bunny when she was a kid. I'll try to keep it short, but basically on Easter Day, she was a little girl at the time, but she had climbed her neighbor's fence because she thought she heard something. And I'm gonna say how they wrote it. Lo and behold, a massive Easter Bunny was standing in front of her. He had gray, coarse hair and wore a waistcoat. Sounds bloody ridiculous, but it wasn't a human, LOL. Anyway, they both got a massive fright, and the bunny kind of disappeared.
Okay, remember this point. Okay. Of the bunny disappearing.
Because bunnies are little terrified animals, right?
They're made of clouds. They're made by the same people who make the clouds.
Exactly.
Of course.
Some might just say, "Oh, you were young and imagined it," but that's just it. When we are kids, we are more susceptible to seeing creatures and things than we are when we're adults. I saw fairy ones too.
Just throw that in at the end.
I kind of feel like, did she see the rear end of a deer? Was it just a deer at the, you know what I mean? Hopping off into the woods. Bryce, what do you think?
I don't know. It was a massive property, so we do get deers and elk too.
The consensus in the chat is that they saw some sort of bunny squatch and mistook it for the Easter Bunny.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
The paranormal is sort of has a trickster element. I mean, certainly we've seen that it can sort of transmogrify into anything it so pleases. So why couldn't it, turn into a fucking Easter bunny?
Why not? So, Bryce, let's hear this other account from another Reddit user.
Great. Okay, cool. So this was posted by Beanie Baby 729 11 months ago.
So credible.
It's gonna be good.
Wait, their username was Beanie Baby 11 months ago.
No. Beanie Baby 729, and they posted it 11 months ago.
I know, but I mean, they were still hanging on to that Beanie Baby username 11 months ago. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's B9 Baby.
Oh, benign baby.
Benign baby.
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
This is a Beanie Baby.
It's because there's an N between the I and the E.
It's true.
Benign.
The baby is benign.
B9 baby. 11 months
little
baby.
729.
Baby, my darling. It's fucking lights. Okay, here we go.
Asking a question. All right, go on, Bryce.
No, I will not. I will not engage, and I will not say Bloody Mary into a mirror. Here we go. I haven't had many paranormal happenings, but I do believe in the paranormal and love other people's stories. This particular event happened when I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. I shared a room with my older brother, and my dad slept in the older room directly across the hall from our room. We had a bunk bed futon that sat in front of the door. I had the top bunk, and my brother slept on the futon part. I remember I had this irrational fear that if I slept with my head facing the door and my feet towards the closet in our room, that monsters would eat my head, feet, respectively. So I always slept with my head facing the closet. This is only important because my brother slept the opposite position than me. Sounds like good logic. I get it. Now, early in the morning on Easter, I'd say about 3 or 4 a.m., something woke me up. I don't know what it was, but out of a dead sleep, I just sat up and looked into the hallway towards my dad's room, where his door was only open ajar. The darkness was fuzzy, but I distinctly remember seeing bunny ears start poking from the corner. The hallway was an upside-down L shape. Where the corner turned, it was met by the kitchen and adjoining living room. I was honestly excited because Easter bunny! The ears became longer, and then a fucking bunny face popped up, and the bunny became larger. What stood about 4 feet began to stand as tall as the ceiling. Within a few moments, it was a full-fledged bunny figure. I remember it was plaid and bright. It was plaid and had bright red eyes. I wasn't scared until it smiled. It had tons of large razor-sharp teeth. I didn't know until this point my brother saw it too, because as my young brain was processing this, I heard him whisper from below, "You see that too?" And then we both screamed. A moment later, my dad comes bursting out of his bedroom right through this demented bunny, Frank from Donnie Darko, and it just disappeared into thin air. My dad claims he never saw a thing and scoffed at us for making up such a dumb story to be awake early for Easter. My brother and I still talk about this event, and it's been 20 years. We can't explain it, and neither of us have really had any spooky happenings in our life, just an out-of-the-blue, evil-looking plaid bunny in our hallway. Yeah.
Come
I
on.
don't like it.
Weird stuff. That makes me think about this idea of whatever this phenomenon is, like engages with your subconscious or your psychic aspect of your brain, and it relies on the user to manifest itself. Now, I don't think that was the Easter bunny. I think that was something else.
Yeah.
That was like a glamour. That was like some sort of weird thing trying to. Kind of. Yeah, what were you saying, Marcy?
It's like a tulpa, but also why plaid? Why
like a gingham?
Plaid?
A little. I can see it. Like stuffed animals used to have like in the 70s and 80s, you could get stuffed animals with like gingham patterns on them. So like that does actually track for me. And like I'm picturing like Dorothy's, dress from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
Like,
I just would say, like, why would my brain make that? Why? Why
I
my
don't
brain
know.
make plaid?
Maybe they had a stuffed bunny in their room that had that pattern on it. I don't know. It's weird stuff. It's pastel-y. It's very springy. It's very Easter. It's on brand for the Easter bunny, I would say.
I just love when there's multiple people seeing the same thing. Like I love a confirmed,
Yes.
someone backing you up.
And
I like your idea of this. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying both stories. The moms, the first reader, so Redditor's mom saw one that vanished in thin air, and this one poofed into thin air as well.
Yeah, I like your idea of this tulpa energy about it too. I mean, if so many young people are believing in the Easter Bunny, then perhaps they could actually manifest or bring something to life. Creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy stuff. What are they saying in commenters club over there, Riley Bray?
Well, I got distracted and just started talking to everyone, and it's a big love fest over here. Really, everyone in our audience is so funny, and then they were all saying really nice things back to me. You guys are the best. Also, the general consensus is that we really need to start a BCC Discord, so we have to get on that.
Okay, all right.
We
Fair
hear you.
enough.
We'll do it. We've been talking about it for a long time. We're gonna figure that out, everybody. We are.
All right.
I've said so. Michael will force me to do it now that I've said it out loud. So
great. Yeah. Thank you, people. Keep adding the pressure. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Well, that is this week's story of high strangeness, the Easter Bunny. Is it a tulpa? Is it make believe? Who knows? Is it a poltergeist trying to make itself look like a bunny? We'll never know. All right. The show must go on. We're running a little bit of behind, but the VIP meet and greets will happen at 7:30. So let's do a quick round of a game. And this is a new twist on an old game. It's time for a brand new segment called Mystery Quizztery. Bryce,
terrible name.
Oh, it's great. Bryce, Riley, and Marcy, you guys are all going to be playing individually. I'm going to ask you questions about high strangeness, and whoever gets the most answers correct wins. It's kind of like every game that you've ever played. There will be 3 rounds of questions. Each will be different themes, and each round will progressively be more difficult. Actually, scratch the part about them being different themes. They're not going to be. They're all going to be high strangeness themed. I'm going to ask you a question. If you think you know the answer, you're going to call it out, buzz in by saying the word mystery.
Oh.
This is complicated.
No, instead of buzzing, you just go mystery if you know it. All right.
Right.
If you answer the question correctly, you get 2 points. If you get it wrong, your opponents get a chance to answer that same question for 1 point. In the event of a tie, we'll go into a sudden death round. Got it? I'm pulling these questions from the Conspiracy Game, who is not a sponsor. Just some of these will be multiple choices. Some of them will not be. And I think we're going to do 3 questions per round. So here we go. Round 1. These are not multiple choice. Now, remember, if you know it, buzz in with the phrase mystery. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, I didn't pull up from the bottom. Here we go. What does USO stand for?
Mystery.
I heard Bryce first.
Unidentified submerged object.
That is correct. We have 1 point for Bryce.
Just for the record, I knew that.
You got to come in fast.
I was thinking of like the Bob. I was thinking of the Bob Hope version of USO.
Right.
Oh wait, Bryce, you get 2 points for that. Here we go. I'm remembering my own rules. All right. Conspiracists claim that in 2016, images from satellites confirm what city is buried under
mystery
the ice of Antarctica? Yes, Riley.
Atlantis.
That's correct. Also, I should have mentioned that round 1 is easy. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Question 3. If you want to get on the board and get some 2 points in this to tie it up with the boys, Marcy, you got to jump in on this one.
I'm a girl. I'm stupid.
Name the creature that brings people messages from the underworld, but only if you're Irish.
From the underworld.
Come on. Messages from the underworld, but only if you're Irish. This is a creature that brings people messages, perhaps harbinger of doom about the afterlife?
Mystery.
Yes, Bryce.
Is this Pan?
No. Now you can't buzz in. Riley, Marcy, anybody?
Dualahan? Leprechaun?
Nope. We're
Banshee?
moving on. The answer was Banshee, but I already said no. So there you go.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. We're going
I
to
didn't
continue
know
with
that.
round one. Name the Canadian creature that is thought to be a devolved form of cannibalistic humans. Canadian creature, devolved cannibalistic human. Cannibalism is associated with this cryptid. Now, we've talked about this on the show. Come on. It's a creature in the woods associated with cannibalism.
Mystery.
Yes,
it's the
Bryce.
one with the antlers and the horns. Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Oh,
give it to Marcy. Tie it
we'll
up.
give it to Marcy. 2 points.
Only
points.
because I didn't get it though. I just remembered the word he couldn't remember.
That still counts.
All right, we're moving on to round two. This will be multiple choice. Conspiracists claim the time and space travel device called Project Pegasus uses technology invented by whom? Is it A, Thomas Edison, B, Elon Musk, C, Steve Jobs, or D, Nikola Tesla?
Mystery.
I heard Riley first.
Tesla.
That is correct. Riley gets 2 points. What year do conspiracists claim the first moon landing actually took place? Is it A, 1954, B, 1961, C, 1965, or D, it never happened?
Mystery.
Yes, Bryce.
D.
Come
That's
on,
the whole
man. That
thing,
never
right?
happened, man. That was filmed in a studio.
Bryce, I heard you first. There might have been a lag. Sorry, Riley.
Oh.
Here we go. Bryce gets 2 points.
Yeah.
Here we go. Which war forced ancient societies to flee into the hollow earth for safety?
Mystery.
Yes.
Oh wait, say the
No. You called it. You got to answer.
You buzzed.
No. All right.
Do you want to hear the options? I'll let you retract.
I was wrong. I was
A, World War I, B, the Trojan War, C, the Cola Wars, or D, the Atlantean Lemurian War?
I said something that wasn't an option.
That's right.
I thought the Nazis lived inside the earth. They all went up to the
they went to Antarctica.
This predates that time period. Which war forced ancient societies to flee into the hollow earth?
I'm gonna mystery buzz
Riley.
in with answer D.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Guys, Riley is winning this right now with 6 points to Bryce's 4 and Marcy's 2. We're moving on to the final round.
I don't care. I don't care.
All right. This one will be multiple choice. This is going to be a mix of multiple choice and non-multiple choice. This one is multiple choice. What state saw a rash of dragon sightings in 1976? Was it A, California, B, Kentucky, C, Nevada, or D, Texas? Dragons in 1976. California, Kentucky, Nevada, or Texas?
Dragons, huh? Do not know that one.
We're going to have to look into this one.
Somebody take a stab.
All right. I'm going to allow... Okay.
I'll stab at California.
You are incorrect.
Cali Dragons. Oh.
No Cali Dragons. Kentucky, Nevada, or Texas? Do we have an answer? Come in. You can just guess.
Kentucky.
Marcy, you go for it.
Mystery, Kentucky.
Nope. Riley, Nevada or Texas?
I mean, got to go with Texas then.
That is correct. Guys, you're getting destroyed.
Texan Dragons.
1 point for Riley. Walt Disney was a member of a group that documented the sightings of what creature? This is not multiple choice. What creature was Walt Disney a member of a group that documented the sightings of? If that was good grammar, I'm not sure it was.
I don't understand the question. Yeah.
Walt Disney was a member of a group that documented the sightings of what creature? What creature would Walt Disney be? This is a mythological creature. What would he be looking for? What was he a member
Mystery.
Yes,
yeah, you go.
Was he looking for Bigfoot?
No, Bryce. Bigfoot wasn't popularized until the late 1950s, and he died in 1966. So let's
Don't
think more Disney
condescend me.
movies here. Think more Disney movies. Now, I will let you guys go to the comments if you guys want to call on the help of our audience for this one.
Oh, I've been doing that the whole time. I'm very much cheating.
Okay, what are the audience? Can you help them
Yeah.
out? What mythological creature?
The audience is like in fairies or Nessie.
Oh, we have fairies.
Seems to be the
Fairies is correct. Audience
seems
gets
to be where
1
people are
point.
leaning.
Audience gets 1 point. All right.
Our audience is smart. Also, all of my points are the audience's points, just for the record.
I don't know if you can hear
Full
Dozy and Violet
transparency.
right now, but they're chiming in as well. What site is supposedly the entrance to the Celtic underworld? Now, this one's multiple choice. Stonehenge, B, Shavu Cave, C, Newgrange, or D, the London Underground?
Mystery?
Yes.
Stonehenge?
Incorrect. It's not Stonehenge. Is it B, Shavat Cave,
Mystery.
C, Newgrange, or D, the London Underground?
I'm going C, Newgrange.
You are correct, Bryce. That's 1 point for you. We have one more question left, and I think we'll wrap it up. The area often called the Bermuda Triangle of the Pacific is known by conspiracists as what? A, the
Mystery.
Manchus. Yes, Bryce.
Whoa, coming in hot.
Bermuda Triangle.
No, that's already in the question.
That was in the question.
It's the Bermuda Triangle of the Pacific. Bermuda Triangle's in the Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
Is it A, the Manchu Circle, B, the Orient Depress, C, Monsoon Alley, or D, the Devil's Sea, as in ocean?
Oh, I thought it was Devil's Triangle.
That's the Bermuda Triangle. We're talking on the other side of the continent.
Okay.
Manchu
Marcy,
Circle,
you got an answer here?
Orient Depress, Monsoon Alley, or the Devil's Sea?
I don't know, but Mystery, the Devil's Sea.
Marcy, you're correct. You get
That seems right, doesn't it? Yeah, it seems like
Now,
the right answer.
Riley, you win the game with 7 points. Bryce has got 5 and Marcy has 4. I messed up the count last time we did this, so let's have Mike G. Audience came in at 1, but really the audience won, I think, on that one. That concludes our new segment, Mystery Quizztery. All right, guys, we're going to open it up for some Q&A questions. We have about 10 minutes left. If you guys want to ask us and Marcy some questions, maybe it's about high strangeness, maybe it's about the show, it could be about anything. Let's open it up. I'll start this off by saying we got an audience saying, can we get an Oops All Applesauce episode? And I'm going to say, yeah. Yes, we can.
It'll be Michael alone doing his show.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear some more questions.
Somebody asked what our favorite oh, here we go. Oh, that was a good one. Derek asked that. If BCC Club Scouts could earn patches, what might some of them be? I did see some people saying they were getting their first live stream patch. So congrats on that. That would be one.
Yeah. Live stream patch, Ghost Quest patch. You got to go on a Ghost Quest. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. Gone Squatching patch. You go out into the woods and play terrible sounds.
Yeah. Maybe a Lucid Dreamer patch.
Ooh.
Well, like that. Controlled your first dream. Took control in your first dream.
Yeah.
Marcy, what do you think?
For a patch?
Yeah, for a patch, like your Club Scout
I'm really
patch.
tuned out, guys. This had nothing to do with me.
Katie suggested we could do a Get Your Tape Stolen by Tweakers patch, which I have earned.
That's one.
There you go.
Abduction patch, Gnome Ritual patch, Tarot patch. Our audience is good. They're on it. They're on top.
They're on it. Yeah.
All Patreon right, patch. There we go. That's a good one.
What do we have, Mike G? I love that one. Is Bryce doing another season of Expedition Bigfoot? Ooh.
I sure fucking hope so. There's a whole thing in the with this Discovery Warner merger. There's sort of all these paranormal shows are on sort of hold and standby. So there's a lot of buzz in the in the Twitterverse and Socialverse about all all these people's favorite shows like Kindred Spirits and Expedition Bigfoot and stuff like that. But I say, you know what? Outlook, it looks good. We'll just got to cross our fingers and hope, you know? I mean, that's
You guys
all we can
filmed a season 4 that hasn't dropped yet.
We
So
filmed
there's
an
one in the
incredible
can.
season in Alaska. We've got one in can. It's sitting on their desk. So we're just waiting for that to get a nice air date too. So a lot of stuff up in the air over at Discovery Warner, but I have
Yeah.
high hopes.
Hollywood is turned upside down by this merger right now, folks. So
It really has.
in the meantime, enjoy your podcast entertainment, because the one thing
we need you.
we
I
need
need
you.
a show.
We don't know if we're gonna have an industry 2 years from now.
Yeah.
All right, another question. What do we got? What gave you guys the prompt or the courage to start this podcast when there was no guarantee or promise of success? Ooh, actually, I'm going to kick that one over. We'll answer that, but Marcy, you've got 3 podcasts. What made you want to do podcasts?
The first one, a retired Kardashian, was the idea of my co-host, Jessica Jardin and Trish. They just wanted to do it. We had no clue. We just already were texting about stuff. But truly, a funny feeling started because I started antidepressants and had bandwidth emotionally to do another podcast with Betsy.
Great. Yeah, I know for me, I just wanted to make something that I didn't have to audition for, that there was really no one standing in the way of doing. Bryce and I had been getting together for lunch every 6 months, and we'd complain about auditions for about 5 minutes, and then we'd always end up talking about the paranormal. So I'd been a big podcast fan for a long time. So I knew I wanted to do something that didn't require much of a middleman. And that's kind of how it all started. And I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just like, hey, it's a thing that we can put out. We definitely needed someone like Riley to come in and make it as great as it is. So thank God we met Riley. Without Riley, there would not be that show. And then without the patrons, there wouldn't be a show either. So
yeah, that is very true. Yeah.
Also,
I mean, yeah,
you guys were performers too. We'll perform to nobody, right?
Yeah. It's an outlet. We got to do something. I was like, this is a way. The way I kind of pitched it to the guys was like, this is a way that we can put on a show every week and no one is standing in our way except ourselves.
Yeah. That's the autonomy of it is what makes it so much fun. And like, I mean, for me, I just remember like when we first started doing this, they were hiring the studio to do it and like paying me to do it. And I was like, I just like liked Michael and Brian, wanted to keep hanging out with them. And I was like, if they keep having to pay to do this, there's no way we're going to be making the show. So we just decided to just do it just because it's fun. It's like a highlight of the week when we get together and make the show. So that's really that's kept it going all this time.
I just got an alert. We have a new cosmeteer that just joined the Patreon, BCC The Other Side, Zachary Whipple. Zachary, if you're here tonight, thank you. We're going to do a live shout out. Thank you for doing that, man. If you're not, then
thanks, Zach.
Maybe you'll hear this later. Thanks, Zach. Let's get another question. If you guys could take the show on the road anywhere, where would it be? I mean, I would want to do a show from a historically haunted or, a place centered around mystery. So something like Stonehenge. One that I've always wanted to do is doing a show in the Roswell Library, which sounds weird, but is very cool in there. They have all these murals of the crashed alien saucer. So I thought like that would be a great place to at least record an episode.
Yeah, I'd love to do a cross country and go to Florida, Stonehenge, Coral Castle out there in Coral, Florida, built by Edward Leeds Scalman, if I remember correctly. Just a tiny little Latvian man who built that mega structure all by himself.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to take this thing on the road and just do a tour. I'd like even just the energy of having you guys in the chat. Like we were just starting to get going with live shows before the pandemic and it was so much fun. And we definitely want to like take this show to you guys sooner than later.
Yeah.
Marcy, where's a spooky place you'd like to do? If you could do Funny Feeling, where would you go?
I had the worst idea, which was to do it at the Integratron, and then I thought about how terrible the sound would be to record in the Integratron.
Yes,
but
out in
really
the Palm Desert.
Yeah, it's out in Landers, California, and
Mhm.
apparently it is a time traveling device, possibly.
Yeah, he got the schematics from an alien, and he built it. Apparently, it has
Mhm.
like no screws, no nails, just alien blueprints.
It's really cool. I've done
Yeah.
sound baths there, and it's amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah, we should just go
Love
out
that
there and
sound
just
bath.
yeah. I want to go out there with Riley and just hear him play some music in there.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
awesome.
I think we got time for just one or two more questions. What do we got? Can Michael show us some of his favorite collectibles and toys? Well, it's so funny. I just happen to have a couple right here. Here's my Dale Cooper Funko Pop from Twin Peaks. Gotta have
Nice.
Dale Cooper. Let's see. This is what's within reach. Over here, I have a Return of the Jedi little shelf full of Star Wars Black Series figures. Who wouldn't want their very own Admiral Akbar to say it's a trap in their house? And then up here I have some expanded universe like Legends canon figures here. So I too many to show you guys, but there's just a couple right there. Let's get one more question in, and then we'll. As you guys know, multiple well-known multiple well-known ghost hunters. How would one get started with more professional paranormal investigation? I don't know. Marcy, Bryce, do you have any advice on this?
Bryce,
That's a great.
should have the biggest insight. I feel like.
Well, I would say, God, just start talking to people, and see if they've had any sort of hauntings or paranormal experiences in their house, and if they have, then ask if you could come over and try and communicate with it, or that is a great way to get started. All you need is your iPhone, and it has the voice recorder, and you could start asking questions and film something and go that route.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
TikTok.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, Marcy, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for all those questions, guys and gals and our non-binary friends. Marcy, where can people find your cats, and where can they find you?
My cats will always be interrupting my 3 podcasts. One is called 90 Day Bay with me and Nicole Byer. We're talking about all the 90 Day Fiance universe. Then we have Ellis for Losers, Jessica Jordan. We're talking about all the Bravo shows. And then A Funny Feeling with Betsy Sidaro. We're talking about, a looser version, a lazy little sister version of the Bigfoot Collectors Club.
It's great. I mean, most of our listeners, I think, already check you out. But if you haven't, definitely check out A Funny Feeling. It's so much fun. You guys just tell great campfire stories over there. You have great listener stories, great guests. If you like BCC, you will love A Funny Feeling. So hop over there and click follow right now. You guys are going to love it. We want to give a big thanks to before we do that, I do want to remind everybody that if you love BCC, you can get 3 more bonus episodes every month over at BCC The Other Side, like our friend Zach, who just joined. So check that out over at patreon.com/Bigfoot Collectors Club. The videos you saw at the beginning of our Ghost Quest at Riley's house, that full audio episode is up over there. So you want to check that out. We've been told it was the scariest episode we've ever done, which is great. We want to give a big thanks to Marcy Jarreau. Thank you, Marcy, for being here.
Thank you, Marcy.
Ryan Munoz, Ryan Munoz, Mike G, and the Popsy Lounge team for having us, and Ryan Middledorf and everyone over at Wood Elf for hosting BCC each week. Thank you to all of you guys for showing up, not only tonight, but every week for the show. We will see some of you over in the meet and greet sessions starting right now. Until next time, good night.
And go get regrets.
Bigfoot Collectors Club is produced by Riley Bray and Michael McMillan and scored and engineered by Riley Bray. Our theme song, Come Alone, is by Sun Eaters, courtesy of Lotus Pool Records. Do us a favor and support the show and unlock 3 bonus episodes every month by becoming a member of our Patreon, BCC The Other Side, which can be found at patreon.com/Bigfoot Collectors Club.